Okay, same idea as rational expressions. You want to have a common denominator, okay? So these two don't have a denominator, so we have to make them a denominator. So, but equations are a lot easier because the common denominator would be x. So all you gotta do is just multiply everything by x. So I'm gonna multiply this by x, this by x, and this by x. So that gives me x squared plus, now those x's cancel out, so that's plus 8 equals 6x. And now if I want to solve for x, because this is quadratic, I'm going to get that 6x to the other side. And from here, you would do one of your methods to solve for x. You would do quadratic formula, completing the square, or product sum would be the easiest, right? To factor this and solve for x. Let's see, let's try another one. This one right here, the common denominator is 4x, right? So I'm going to multiply this by 4x, this by 4x, this by 4x. So if I multiply this by 4x, the x's cancel out. If I multiply this by 4x, the 4's cancel out. And if I multiply this by 4x, the 4's cancel out. So I am left with 24 plus 5x equals negative 7x. And then that's just a simple solving equations thing. Okay, you got to bring the 5 over, divide by negative 12, and solve for x. Okay, the solving for x part we won't go over. It's probably similar to the last one we just did. Now, what about this one right here? If the denominators are already the same, what you can do is just cancel that denominator out, and then you have just a simple algebra problem. Subtract 2x from both sides, x equals 3. Okay, so if the denominator is already the same, no need to do any work for that. Now, if they're not the same, again, you got to make them the same. So what's the common denominator here? The common denominator is 2x minus 7. So you're going to multiply this by 2x minus 7. The x minus 7s are going to cancel. So really all you're doing is multiplying the denominator by 2. If I multiply this by 2 times x minus 7, the 2's are going to cancel out. So I'm multiplying this by x minus 7. And here, if I multiply this 5 by 2 times x minus 7, the x minus 7 is going to cancel out, and I'm just going to multiply by 2. Okay, so now I'm going to distribute, combine my terms, and then solve for x, whichever way we need to. So that's the general idea of rational equations.